And today on Autocar 66, we'll show you cars that played real characters in the movies. Check out some of them after the intro. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is a movie in which, if the car isn't the star, it certainly stars in one of the most memorable scenes in 80s teen movies. The 1961 Ferrari 250 GT California, in the traditional red, is a collector's car belonging to the father of one of the characters in the movie, Cameron. And like any good son, he decides to take care of the machine by lending it to his best friend, Ferris, the protagonist of the movie. The boys aren't the only ones who enjoy the car. There's also the unforgettable scene in which two parking attendants also decide to take a drive in the open air and take the Ferrari out on the streets of Chicago. But the most memorable scene is the one in which the boys try to return the mileage marked on the odometer so that the real owner of the car doesn't find out how many miles the car has driven without being in their hands. But obviously the task is frustrated, for reasons of technical impossibility, obviously. Furious, the owner's son, Cameron, is outraged by the whole situation, his relationship with his father, and accidentally kicks the car down a ravine, with the Ferrari crashing into the woods. Priceless, literally. In the film, director John Hughes used only one original Ferrari and 3 other replicas for more dangerous scenes, since the model is rare and today has reached values of around $17 million at auctions. These 3 replicas were later sold, and one even adorned a Planet Hollywood restaurant. Recently, Scuderia Ferrari Formula One driver Lewis Hamilton re-recorded scenes from the film, a beautiful and hilarious tribute. Another film in which a car plays a central role is Christine. In fact, Christine is a red 1958 Plymouth Fury. It is recovered from a junkyard and restored by Arnie, its owner. Like Herbie, Christine is a car that is loyal to its owner and also has a soul and personality. The car has serious personality disorders, even feeling jealous of his girlfriend. The film is an adaptation of the book of the same name by Stephen King. The film's director, John Carpenter, also used other Plymouth models, such as the Belvedere. A total of 24 cars were used, and of these, only 2 survive and are now in the hands of collectors. In real life, in 1957, the car only came in beige, with gold chrome trim. But by artistic permission, our star was in an intense red and white. Another car that is often confused with the main characters is the Dodge Charger from the film The Dukes of Hazzard, named General Lee by cousins Bo and Luke Duke. The film originated from a TV series from the 80s, and it is from this series that our 4-wheeled star became famous. An orange 1969 Dodge Charger, decorated with the controversial flag of the Confederate Army of the American South on the roof and the number 01 on the doors. The doors are welded shut, and entry is via the window. A horn plays a peculiar melody from a song called Dixie. Inside, a roll cage protects its owners, who are constantly at odds with the authorities in their city. The duo's biggest antics were police chases with several jumps and stunts. For the series, it is said that they used approximately 300 Dodges in total, practically 1 per episode, which lasted from 79 to 85. The 2005 film used around 20 models. Another film in which the car is not the protagonist, it is certainly emblematic and helps set the tone of this 1970s action comedy, Smokey and the Bandit. The car in question is a black 1977 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. The car in the film is driven by actor Burt Reynolds, who plays a character called the Bandit. He is responsible for escorting a load of contraband liquor from one state to another on American highways, a challenge that is the result of a bet between 2 millionaires. The car is omnipresent and can be confused with the character himself, participating in all of the Bandit's forays onto American highways, bridges, and streets. Director Hal Needham even refers to the Firebird as exactly that, a character. Needham contacted Pontiac to supply the Firebirds and other cars for the film. The factory supplied 4 Firebirds, which were actually 76 models, modified to look like the 77. These 4 Firebirds were used to exhaustion, and in the end, only one was left in roadworthy condition. One of them was completely destroyed in the classic scene where they jump over a broken bridge. The film has several other cars that also end up becoming characters in the film, but the Firebird of the hero called Bandit is the one that marked an era. Back to the Future is one of the most iconic films in cinema, with its classic time machine story and memorable characters such as Marty McFly and Dr. Emmett Brown. But there's no denying that there's another character who steals the show at various moments and helped make the film a landmark, the DeLorean DMC-12, which is actually the film's time machine. And to think that the screenwriters wanted to use a refrigerator at first. But children might like that idea too much and lock themselves in one to travel back in time. The car was chosen for its beautiful lines designed by Giugietto Giugaro, eccentric gull-wing doors, and its unusual body finish, which dispensed with paint and showed off its raw, stainless steel skin. In real life, the car didn't have a very glorious life. It was expensive, not very powerful for a sports car, and its creator, John DeLorean, had unorthodox connections with other sectors. He was tried and later acquitted, but it was too late. The car was produced for 2 years, 81 and 82, and 9,200 units were produced. But although the car did not meet its fair fate during its lifetime, the cinema gave it a prominent place as an icon, loved by many film buffs and car fans. So, what did you think of the cars in our video? Which one is your favorite? Did we miss any on the list? Tell us your opinion in the comments, we want to know.
Enjoying this video, so subscribe to the channel and like it so we can keep on producing our content.